Good morrow, everyone. 'Tis none other than Tyga Thor. I'm still here, folks. I was attempting to take a day or so off, but the obligations of the league take precedence over the needs of the few. So here I am. Yeah. Welcome back to yet another game in the United Matthews Men-at-Arms series. It's been, as you guys know, over the past 3 days, I've been on a streaming tear. Started off with the last game against Virginia. That was an hour. Then, I gave myself a day in between. And the next day was Borderlands 2 with my good buddy Shadowblade. There was another 4 hours just about between 3 streams, because stability is fun. And then, finally after that was yesterday, me trying out the new Mouse PI for Hire, which was a fun little game. And now, before I take an actual few days off, because of WrestleMania upcoming, because of some other stuff going on, plus, my actual need to take a break and get my actual non-live content out to you guys, this will be the last bit of streaming for the next few days or so. So, let's send it off on a good note. As always, great to have each and every one of you here with me. Whenever you may happen to see this. Well, I guess I should, at least for my own sake, get through the week's errands. Silk Bear won big against number 4 Miami. Pitt is going up in the rankings. Lynn's Hampton Wolves, in a hard, high-scoring battle against North Carolina, came up with the dubia. Now it is up to United Matthews to continue this 7-game winning streak that they're on right now. Another conference game awaits against the Clemson Tigers. And we've only got 3 left in the season. So, I could not be more shocked and awed at what hath occurred. As always, I like to go and see how my ops, as the kids say, have been doing this season. So let's take ourselves a gander at number 14, Clemson. Opened the season losing big to LSU. Then turned around and beat the mess out of Georgia Southern. Doubled their efforts against Virginia Tech. God, Georgia Southern has not won a game this year. Doubled the scores of Virginia Tech, lost to TWA, who is number 2 in the country, the first team that Lynn created and piloted. And now that they have done better by themselves, they have became better in his absence. Then they lost to Pitt, but this is before Silk took over, 31-26. And they're in a similar boat to us. They have not lost in a game since. Big against the FCS, close win against Syracuse, another close one against Florida State, same. And just off a one win against North Carolina.
Tidge overwork.
Tyga overwork. You ain't kidding. I could really use some Tyga overtime pay for this. I tells you what. Then they have UMath, Virginia, and then South Carolina. Okay. That's how they've been doing. You see the overall is pretty high. So that gives me a little bit of a spook. We are just a couple wins away from reaching our win total from last year. So hey, what's to be upset about, huh? Clipboard holder has to be feeling like the antidote to this ailing program. That's not what I was looking for. Where's my coach stats? %100% job security, B+ prestige, 16-6 record, 4-1 against top 25 teams. We got another one today. Let's take a look at the other end of the spectrum. 4%. F prestige 0-9 record. Oh man, that's a big yikes, buddy. Do you realize how horrendous you have to be to have a 4% rating? That's insane. I was looking. Yeesh. That's pretty dark. I was going to make a reference about movies with a 4% Rotten Tomatoes rating, but unfortunately I can't find any that you guys would know about. But, yeah. Let me go, Master of Disguise has a 1%. The Love Guru has 13. I don't mean to take a tangent here, but I'm now just so curious. Ooh, Ready to Rumble has 24%. I'm shocked.
The reviewers were not turtly enough.
You're turtly enough for the Turtle Club. I see a lot of zeros, but finding ones in the single digits is still pretty bad. Wow. I'm realizing a lot of movies I liked as a kid have been absolutely, absolutely punched in the crotch by Rotten Tomatoes. I'm just now realizing. Nope. That's a rom-com.
Welcome to Sports College Football 26.
You know, I'm gonna find at least one here, dang it, before I move on. I will put the pieces together on this reference.
You may have to forfeit eventually.
I will never forfeit. I see what you did there. No, I do not need the Rotten Tomatoes app. Nope, not the rating. Keep in mind, anything less than 60% is insane.
With this app, you too can have a rotten day.
Okay, I found it. I think the important lesson to learn here, folks, is there's a lot of good movies out there, but there's a lot more scrutiny for bad movies. Whole lot of zeros. Including things I've never seen, and will probably never see. Not because of the score, but, you know. Even the most daring of cinephiles. Still in the zeros here. Children of the Corn? Oh, that was the new one. That figures. Yes, I would like to put this bad movie on my watch list. Steven Seagal, yeah, it figures. Dark Tide. I'm gonna find something I really like in here, and I'd be like, what? No way! How? I'm still in the zeros, by the way, and I've been scrolling for minutes. Yep, there's Fred the movie with a 0%. Yeah, the modern Hellraiser movies, and really, they kind of captured the bottle with the first one, and then stopped. And by the way, it's not like there's a huge disparity between these two. The audience scores for most of these are also pretty low. So it's not like one of those, oh, we hate it, but the crowd loves it type deals. Like, Kronk's New Groove has a 0 from critics, yes, but has a 45% audience score. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the diversion Ty Talks Movies. Is that what we're missing, Paul? A reaction channel where we take those culture nights and instead we throw a camera in front of it? Mulan 2? I'm still in the zeros, by the way. Criminy. I might have to tab this away, because I'm not even into 1% yet. Yep. Solar babies. Okay, well, while I'm doing this, let's at least decide our unis for the game. I think let's rock the all browns. It's kind of my favorite fit of the uniforms we have. And they're not wearing anything except for their orange, so there will be no confusion. It's like a Tootsie Roll Pop. Wow. Okay, well, let's just use that earlier example then. This person in question has only 4% higher of a security rating than the official rating of Fred the movie.
Balls.
Let's put it that way. That should illustrate my point succinctly. And that's the first one, by the way, which even by Fred movie standards is the best of the Fred movies. "84 degrees here in Matthews County, Virginia. And let's get it going. Ball is up in the air.
Game of football. I'm Wonder Red, and this time let's get this party started.
Thank you, Wonder Red.
Fred and standards in the same sentence is impossible.
Well, if I remember correctly, I love how they give both teams the same hints and tips. Protect your quarterback. The first one's the only one with something vaguely resembling a plot line. The second one's the one where I believe he suspects his teacher's a vampire, and it's got that actual WWE scene with Cena in it. And the third one's the summer camp one, and of course they adapted a TV show into it. Initial run by Best is good for 4 yards. Now from the 23-yard line. As Best's going to take off up the middle and gain 3 of them. Important to note that UMath has somebody visiting this week. So a huge win against this kind of opponent could be the very thing that gets you signing on the contractual line. 3rd down and 3. Best. Gonna be sacked. Cannot get out.
Versus the Matthews. I like where this is going.
And now a 4th down and 11. And this coach is pretty mental, but not that mental. It's a punt from this range. 4th and 11, boot back to Clemson. It's a decent little punt. And it's going to get a decent return to the 45. Christopher Vizina threw for 412 yards and 4 touchdowns last week. And his name sounds like a pasta. That last part isn't important to this game, but I just thought it sounded funny. First play, it's going to be a completion on the slant. Going to get most of the way to the yard marker. And that's his 200th completion on the year.
I could go for some pasta spaghetti.
Yeah. Honestly. On 2nd down, he's going to be blown up in the backfield. Richard Group. Came in with the heat. And now on 3rd down and a do-si-do. It's a carry to the outside. He's going to get just enough for the 1st down. Bradford on the tackle, and Clemson does move the chains here. UMath has to be careful. Don't want to put yourself in an early deficit, and a good tackle on 1st down to send him backward. Cooper Colt with 9 sacks on the season. And if he can help it, I'm sure he'd like to add to that total. Now 2nd and 12 from the 37. Vizina steps back, a quick throw to the outside. Breaks 1 tackle, does not break 2. Only going to get back the 2 yards that he lost on the previous play. 3rd down and 10 facing the Tigers. Third and 10, pressure coming. Ball sent out and it's batted away.
Is the winner. Unless it's co-op golf, of course.
Dontrell Brockwell with the huge breakup. And after letting them in on their side of the field, Clemson gonna have to settle for a 3-piece. No biscuit. So Clemson takes a 3-0 lead. After 1 1st down, UMass defense against a way better opponent on the stat sheet manages to ice the wound a little bit. Valentine, it's not a great return to the 16. As they get ready on their 2nd drive here. Trying to do a little better than their 1st. Best from the shotgun. Give to Cam Bankhead. His 1st carry of the day is only good for 2. Only good for a do-si-do.
Clemson has 3. This is bad for the Matthews.
2nd down and 8, Best. Dropping back, cannot get the ball out in time. He's going to be sacked again. 3rd down and 16. They opened the floodgates on the screen pass. And, well, unfortunately, could have did a little better. Motion to the outside. Heaves one out into nowhere, and it's intercepted. Oh, my goodness, that play was looking busted from the start. And it's Best's 9th interception on the season. And things are going from bad to worse here. As Best tries to make some room upfield, but he's hit as he throws, which forces the ball a little short. Right now, UMath is reeling. 2 bad drives from their offense. And 2 really good bits of field position. And they're going to cash in with the touchdown. Oh, brother. Christian Bentonker just finds the space over the right side of the field, and Vizina delivers him the touchdown. And Clemson, you couldn't ask for a much better start to your day with a 10-0 lead on the number 1 ranked team in your conference. Shaw going not to return this to start from the 25-yard line. And now after 2 bad drives, a punt and an interception.
10-0, will they catch up?
With time dwindling in this first quarter, they better figure something out here quick. Good carry for Bankhead, and he's going to get the first down. 11 yards on that one. And there's a good way to get the taste of that previous possession out of your mouth. Tastes like, what's the old saying? It's either bad meat or good cheese. Whoa! A little confusion in the backfield, and gonna lose big here on first down. I'm not exactly sure what the intention was on that play, but bet you won't frickin' do it again.
Want some of my smoked meat log?
2nd and 15, and they're not going to get anywhere. This team just continues to go backwards. Best takes the hit, but even if he didn't, they had the pitch man covered.
Hey, those Tigers reminds me of the LSU Tigers.
Now 3rd and 17. Gonna be complete, but gonna be a good 9 yards shy of the first. And at the end of the first quarter, it's been all Clemson. UMath has not been able to get anything going here. Now they're put into a position where they feel like they have to go for it. 4th down and 9. Some motion upfield. Best, with all the leg room in the world, and Isaiah Best gonna step out at the 24. "39 yards on the scamper. And that just might be the shot in the arm this team needs. Or, wherever you get shots. I'm not here to judge. First and 10, that was a great play to start the second quarter for this team. Now they're going to follow it up with a good run from Bankhead. Right up the middle, going to be stopped at the 9. And it seems like they may be figuring themselves out here. Best. It's a play fake. Running back for it. Caught by Hutchison. And the men-at-arms are in the end zone. Oh, look at that guy. He is really into it. Well, it didn't take them long after the big run to get themselves right back into position. And an easy delivery to Luke Hutchison. His first grab is good for 9 in the score. Stenberg's boot is good. And now the lead is reduced to 3. Don't count this one over just yet. After facing 4th down and a mile.
Finally a point for the Matthews. And I thought it was gonna 0.
Well, thanks for the vote of confidence, Wonder. Sometimes you just get out to a slow start. Oh, breaks off 1 tackle. Breaks off 2. Look at that. Well, currently United Matthews are slated in the college football playoff bracket by nature of being the number 1 team in the conference. But we're going to have to see by the end of this game if that continues. Gain of 4 yards on first down. Second down and 6. Give up the middle. Going to be stopped by Houston after a gain of 2. Eluff? Both. I'm just going to say both well. That's a hell of a name. Third down and 4. He gets past the coverage, and wait a minute. Cannot get the tackle, and Clemson is into the end zone. Moore in single coverage. Turns right around and makes him pay. Backs off him a little bit. Gray misses the tackle. And Reeder right here was the only man that had a shot. And decides to unleash his inner Hardy boy and swanton the ground. puts it through, and in only 50 seconds, we're back to a 10-point deficit. Run back by Shaw. Gonna get to the 20 at least. That's a lot more than we can normally say. First down and 10, Best. Under center. That's a give to DeBose, the fullback, and gets pinballed behind his lineman. Just a gain of a single. Second down and 9. Once again, Best trying to find some sort of life, but is continuing to be denied by this pass rush. Clemson, they might have to keep another man back to block at this rate. Third down and 9. Need to have something here. And the reliable hands of Jordan Harris give him the first down. Now from the 31. Just before the 2-minute warning, Best gonna go right up the middle and slide. Gonna get to the
points. No way.
Gonna get to the other side of midfield here as we hit the 2-minute warning. And United Matthews trying their best here to keep this game in check, because Clemson will be getting the ball to start the second half. And the last thing you want to do is keep giving them more advantages. Another fantastic pass to Harris in the middle. Good for the first down. He's been quite the reliable set of fingertips for this ball club. First and 10, we got motion. Best just gonna throw it away. Probably for the best. Pun intended. Was looking for something to develop downfield, and unfortunately, it was not happening. We got ourselves an audible here. Second down and 10. Complete the Sterling Singleton. He's going to get 6 yards. And now this team faces a 3rd and 4 with 1:20 to go. Time still ticking. Timeouts are in your pocket, but I'm sure you'd much rather love to have a conversion. Best not going to get there. So now you've really put yourself in Schitt's Creek, pun intended. Because now you're hoping for a first down to move yourself along. And to continue to use the time to your advantage. 4th and 4. Best's going to cut his way back up the field. And his legs will continue to get the job done for the men-at-arms. Clemson has to take another timeout. .102 remaining. Best made some adjustments. from the shotgun. Hutchison cannot hold on. That pass was a missile. And it just came a little too far and fast for him. No giggity. Now 2nd and goal from the men-at-arms. And that one is incomplete. Was looking for Jordan Harris. And now 3rd down and goal for United Matthews. Best. Gonna drop it back. Gonna look. Corner of the end zone. Complete to Jones Jr. That was a prayer and a half. And an absolute rainbow to the corner. And that one good from 6 yards out. Best 2nd touchdown pass of the game. And even the Army men are coming out to celebrate. Look at this. This play is busted from the start. Goes back, avoids the pressure, and then all across the other side of the field. Comes down with it. This one going to be fielded from the end zone. And going to start this drive from the 18. The men-at-arms have all 3 of their timeouts. So a stop is not out of the question. And that's what they do. A gain of 4, and UMath immediately calls a timeout. Got themselves 3 out wide. Short completion by Vizina. And now another timeout. This is 3rd down and 3. Hit as he throws. 4th down. The pressure by Hardy caused that one to come out quick. And UMath going to get the football again with 1 timeout to spare. Not much of a return from Valentine. You've got just enough in your pocket for 1 or 2 plays. Maybe a couple of shots out of bounds. First and 10.
More in the pocket.
What is it good for? Now 2nd and 10. Best tries to deliver to Jones Jr., but the ball a little behind. And now we are a little out of Stenberg's effective range here if we were to kick from this distance. But and Harris this time cannot hold on. Three straight incompletions. Oh, best percentage is probably going to take a dive here today. But now 4th and 10. Delivers to Singleton, but he's going to be just short. So that extra possession was all for nothing. And now UMath going to try to use their last timeout to keep them from making an insane field goal. Six seconds to go here. It's long. It's no good. And now UMath gonna try a desperation heave with just 2 seconds on the clock. Going deep down the field, almost brought in by Maddox. So after a crazy last few seconds, we are at a 17-14 ball game at the half. This has been frustratingly close. Outside of a few clutch plays, UMath has looked off today, and this was the big one that started the that gave them the lead back. 66 yards for TJ Moore. And Best would answer back before that with an incredible play across his body and a wobbler caught by Jones. Two quarters to go. Number one place in the ACC is very much on the line, because if UMath loses, that spot goes to Pittsburgh. They're going to start this drive from the 12. Give to the quarterback. Only going to be gaining 2 is Vizina before he gets knocked into the Mezzina. That's an adjustment here. A play fake. Deliver on the outside of the tight end. He's got blockers. And a well-designed play to move the chains. Got double bracketed receivers to one side.
With the rage of happy.
You're just talking about that scene in the Water Boy, then, at that rate. That was some quick delivery there. And good for Vizina to get the first down. They send the running back out as a receiver.
Those are tackles.
No, because there's the scene near the end where the kicker imagines there's a fucking Klan member as the football, and it helps him kick it through the uprights. That time forces the incompletion. 3rd down and 10 for the Tigers.
PFFT, oh God, you're right.
Third down, Vizina drops back. He's gonna be sacked! What a play from this defense! And that knocks him right out of field goal range. Take that knockoff, Tony. Carson McLeod shoves right off one tackle and then comes back and buries Vizina. And that's the play that the Men-at-Arms needed here. Forced them to waste their first possession of this half, much like the opposite in the first. Can they take advantage of this gift? Clemson's been a very good defense today. Scarily good defense today. Tries to pitch it to Bankhead. And just a single yard for your troubles there, sir. Second down and 10. Best once again going to throw it away. Doesn't see anything down the field. Before he was buried once more. Third down and 10 for United Matthews. Trying to get somewhere up the field. Singleton with the first down reception. What a play to keep these chains moving. Give to Bankhead, and unfortunately nothing doing. Gonna lose 2 yards. They had that one very, very well scouted, did they? After the loss of 2, they're here from their own 42. Second and 12. There's a catch by Bankhead. Give him 8 yards on the reception. 9 of 19 has been Isaiah Best's day today. This is not a game you're gonna write home about. And now on third down and 4. Hutchison's second grab of the day, and it's good for the first. Whew. Didn't need nothing too crazy down the field. Just needed to keep it rolling. First and 10. Bankhead keeping them legs moving. Well, I thought somebody took a timeout there, but I guess not. Okay. Thanks. Second down and 8. Outside, he's got Harris. First down for the Men-at-Arms. Once again, proven to be a reliable set of fingertips for this ball club. And now a good, solid carry by Bankhead to get him another first down. That's some motion here. Another good run for Bankhead. Gain of 7. For your troubles. And now second and 3. This team once again threatening inside the red zone. Best is going to be wrapped up behind the line. That puts this team at a 3rd and 7 and a very bad way here. Third and 7, got some motion downfield, Bankhead into the end zone, and the Men-at-Arms take the lead. Cam Bankhead has not been much of a receiver this season for the Men-at-Arms. It was one of the most frustrating aspects of those first 2 games.
Men in tights.
And Isaiah Best's 3rd touchdown pass of the ball game, despite not having a stellar day performance-wise. Otherwise, and Harris got himself Lynn Gunn syndrome, having to shake off the arm. Now with a 4-point lead, and took just about damn near the whole 3rd quarter to do so. Good special teams tackling by the Men-at-Arms. He's got himself a bruised shoulder. Motion to the right side from the tight end. Vizina going to drop back. Halfback screen. A man gets pushed into him. He could have had a lot more if not for that. On 2nd and 1, it's a 4-receiver set, but they give it right to the halfback for the first down. Bothwell been having a pretty solid average. Hasn't been called on to do too much today. First and 10. Some group tackling on the outside, keeping that reception to just 4. Has some maneuvering there, and a short completion made even shorter with the tackle from Brockwell. 3rd.
Knights, go.
Appreciate you. 3rd down and 4. Right at the end of the 3rd quarter. He's got it for the first down. At the end of 3, the Men-at-Arms, who are somehow not ranked, hold a 4-point lead over a team that is ranked. And ladies and gentlemen, this game's getting a little too close for comfort. And I wasn't even comfortable to begin with. I'm still dealing with stream fatigue. But it'd be very nice not to send this team into the break with a losing record, or with a loss on the tape. Outside strike, and he's got his man. Gonna be knocked down at the 23 and just hung up a rope for him that he is more than happy to bring in.
Being on top of a rank feels good, doesn't it, Tilda?
Hey, yo. Bothwell just gonna get a gain of 2 on that play. Looking quick delivery. And Tyler Brown's been a busy man today. That's his 6th grab of the afternoon. And that puts Vizina over 3,000 passing yards. First and 10, that pass was hung up and unable to make the connection. Well, won't be adding to that passing yards total with that throw. No siree, Bob. As now a 2nd and 10 befalls this team. Motion to the outside, and holy hell, what a hit from Carter. Third down and 5. Yeah. And right into the end zone. No. Goes both well. That was probably the most inopportune time for a for an audio pop-up. Not because of the distraction, but just the just the timing was so. They were expecting pass, and instead they run it right up the heart of the team. So now Clemson takes the lead back. Under 4 minutes to go. UMATH going to try to do its best to answer. Harris is a little hurt because of his arm. They send Jones Jr. out in motion. Looking, oh my God, and Campbell just about got killed between two people. Had it for a second, but then got upended by the defense. What a catch and what a grab by Maddox to get the first down. Just using that speed, that hustle. To make it happen, and Best goes outside. Cam Bankhead, had one man to beat. But instead has to settle for a gain of 8. Ooh, dangerous business on that one. Thankfully, that's one you can just tab out as an incompletion and nothing worse. Best has been taking a licking this game, and not in the good way, folks. As now they get ready to face 3rd and 2, and Best gonna do it himself for the first down.
Ew.
Isaiah Best has been getting the short end of the stick all day here. But man, that's a great time to answer back. They fake the pitch to the outside, and he dies in the backfield. Second and 15, approaching The 2-minute warning, and Best is sacked again! Are you kidding me? Critical times we are in right now, folks. A 3rd and 21. Good catch by Jones Jr. And now on...
I thought sex was bad.
Giggity? On 4th down and 3. I'm not saying that this could be the ball game should you fail. But it would be very nice to have this. It's caught! Maddox! Oh, brother. Third down. Singleton cannot bring it in. That would have been an amazing play over the middle. For this team. Second down and 10. A home run down the field and broken up. Luckily, that was not intercepted by Hampton. Third and 10. That's complete. That's right, McGee for the first down. First 10, we got some motion. Looking. Delivering to Bankhead and United Matthews. Going to use the first of their 3 timeouts with that gain. You've got 1:07 before the end of the line. Looking, intercepted! And ladies and gentlemen, that may have just been the dagger. Kylon Griffin undercuts the route. And just steps right in front of Bankhead. Oh, brother. Oh, man. And now, barring something incredible happening, this is going to be it. 3rd down and 10. There's UMass last time out. And Clemson escapes United Matthews. Almost. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Somehow, we still have 11 seconds on the clock. I'm flabbergasted right now that we have reached this opportunity.
Flea flicker.
Best gonna step up 5 yards and get out of bounds. There's no way from 61. One last gasp for the men-at-arms. Isaiah Best. Time ticking away. And incomplete. And the 7-game win streak of United Matthews goes down in flames. (17 of 33), 3 touchdowns, 2 picks for Best. 1460 for Best and 48 for Bankhead. Dubose had a yard. Receiving a little spread down the everywhere. Except for Campbell, he dropped his. Bastard. I think there was a sack on the defensive side. With McLeod, yeah. Couldn't force a turnover and lose 2 of your own. And this, ladies and germs, yeah. Oh, I wanted to get the ball. And with that drop, there's going to be some shakeups in conference. But not the way you want them. A down day for all. And UMath might just be ready to kiss their postseason spot goodbye with that one. And I wish I could say it gets better, but it doesn't. Next week, whenever we do this, we face number 6 Georgia. Looking forward to it. And at least Linwood and Silk will have to face each other as Pitt takes on Hampton. United Matthews falls to 5th in conference with that one loss. And the 7-3 record, unfortunately, doesn't bode well for the future. Well, you win some, and then you don't win some. That's just the way the crumble cookies. Either way, folks, I will let you guys know how things go next week and around. Until then, ladies and germs, I will be taking a few days break to not stream anything. And until I next see you all, my name is Tiger Thor. Have a good night. Stay together. Ring the bell. That's the best you're gonna get.
Noise.
For notifications on more content. And as always, folks, have a good one.